A dramatic day at Fenway Park where the Red Sox had a chance to sweep the Angels and advance to the ALCS. Game 3. After Boston won the first two meetings in Anaheim, Boston Herald already wants the Yankees. Bring them on. But hey, first, you got to put the Angels away. Bottom four, they're loaded for Manny Ramirez. Deep but not quite enough. Sac fly scores Bill Miller, and Mike Scioscia has seen enough. Pulls Angel starter Kelvin Escobar. It's 3-1 Red Sox. Escobar tagged for 5 runs on 5 hits and 3 1/3. He walked 5. In comes Scott Shields facing Big Papi. David Ortiz past Vladimir Guerrero. Johnny Damon scores 4-1 Boston on the Ortiz double. He went 4 for 6 Friday. Trot Nixon intentionally walked to load the bases for Kevin Millar. David Eckstein boots the double play ball. Bellhorn scores 5-1 Boston. Top 5, Bronson Arroyo rings up David Eckstein, and this will end the inning. Arroyo was terrific. Allowed just 2 runs on 3 hits and 6. He struck out 7. Bottom 5, Ramirez again to right scores Miller. 6-1 Boston after 5. And Stephen King and Kurt Gowdy hanging out together. King, big Red Sox fan. The Cowboy, a former voice of the Boston Red Sox. Top 7, bases loaded, 2 out. And with lefty Alan Embry ready, Terry Francona's going to stick with right-hander Mike Timlin to face the lefty Darren Erstad. Timlin has been terrific lately, but he walks Erstad, and the Angels are within 4. Vladimir Guerrero up with the bases loaded. He can tie it with 1 swing.
He hits this ball a long way to right. Back it goes. Back, back, back. Gone! Tied up!
Boston blows a 5-run lead. Timlin had not allowed a postseason earned run in his last 12 1/3 playoff innings. Vlad the Impaler had been 1 for 11 in the series. He ties it up. Bottom 8 now. 2-1, 2 out. Red Sox with a threat here against K-Rod. Frankie Rodriguez gets Doug Minkiewicz, and the Angels get out of it. They would go to the 9th. Top 9, bases loaded, 1 out. Keith Folk in a huge jam here, facing Garrett Anderson. The kids can't even look. Next up, Troy Gloss. Remember, Folk gave up 2 big blown saves in the final week of the regular season, but he's money here. 2 huge strikeouts to get out of the jam. Top 10. They're on the corners for Derek Lowe, whose shaky season cost him a spot in the playoff rotation. In relief here, throws a lot of ground balls and gets a big one there. Bottom 10, 1 on, 2 out for David Ortiz. Scioscia takes K-Rod out, goes with his Game 1 starter Jared Washburn instead of his closer Troy Percival. He wants the lefty-lefty matchup, and as Jerry Trupriano says, it goes way back.
Swing and a fly ball to left field. Way back! Way back! The Red Sox are going to the American League Championship Series on the back of David Ortiz.
Oh, he hit it wicked hard. Red Sox celebrate their walk-off win. You know, Terry Francona, well, he just had a gut feeling about David Ortiz.
I looked at Millar and I said, can he hit a home run here? And I mean, it wasn't that far out of my mouth where, you know, once he left his bat, it seemed like our players knew it was out more than I did.
Well, it's not the first time, of course, a Red Sox home run has broken Angels' hearts in the postseason. Hindu, Game 5, 86 ALCS, 2-out, 2-run, 9th inning shot off the late Donnie Moore, and Boston would win the game and the series, and they went to the World Series, and, well, that's a whole other story. This time it's Big Papi, who stayed in the game after Francona gambled and did not pinch run for Ortiz after he legged out a single in the 8th inning. Francona kept Ortiz's bat in the game, and it paid off. So the Red Sox are into their 2nd straight ALCS. And because they dispatched the Angels quickly with a 3-game sweep, they now get 4 days off before the ALCS opens Tuesday, meaning the Red Sox pitching rotation is perfectly set up. They can go with Schilling and Martinez in games 1 and 2 and 6 and 7 if they have to. The Red Sox sweep, sending the bubbly flying at Fenway.
It's a win, regardless of how we did it. I mean, the way we did it was certainly exciting. But the team over there, we knew they would never stop playing, ever. We knew that, but we held them off. And now, because of that, you can hear everybody yelling, but even more than that, we can set up our pitching. We can sit back tonight and watch a game and try to prepare for the next series.
I think when you have idiots on the team, you know, like Kevin and myself, you know, we're kind of like hang loose, happy-go-lucky guys. So, I mean, we weren't panicking at all, but I think the attitude that we bring to this team, you know, we're always relaxed. We're always trying to have fun, and it shows, and that's why we're going to have a little more fun tonight.
Well, last year was Cowboy up. This year it's, hey, we're just idiots. That's what they're going with, and it's working out. Since the inception of the Division Series in '95, wild card teams have won 11 of 19 first-round series. 2000 Mariners, 97 Marlins, the only other wild cards to sweep a Division Series. Now, the big question for Mike Scioscia after this one, why not bring in your closer Percival to face Ortiz instead of Jared Washburn, who'd already pitched as your Game 1 starter and had not made a relief appearance since 1999? Here's George Smith.
Time after time during the season, the Angels turned to their venerable bullpen to shut down the opposition. In the bottom of the 10th inning and the score tied, Angels manager Mike Scioscia elected to replace Francisco Rodriguez with Jared Washburn.
We thought that at that point it was much better to get Wash there, matched up lefty on Ortiz, and then see what if Ortiz happened to get on, see what they wanted to do with Nixon on deck. If they were going to counter, we had Percy ready.
I hung a slider and he hit it. Basically, he had a great year. He's a great hitter, and make a mistake like that to a good hitter, he's going to make you pay.
I'd have liked to have been in there 2 innings before that, 1 inning before that. I wanted to get out there and do my thing. I love pitching. It's tough to sit down there, but I will never second guess bringing in a guy like Washburn with his heart and the stuff he's got.
In Game 2 of the American League Division Series Wednesday, Rodriguez threw 44 pitches in 2 innings. In Game 3, he had thrown 38 pitches, the main factor in Scioscia's decision.
I think he was getting tired. Between innings, we had talked to him, and he felt a little bit tired, but felt, he could go back out. So being on the borderline and, with a young arm like Frank, I think you want to definitely err on the side of caution.
I think the right decision right now is to bring lefty. I'm a lefty, so I'm fine with that. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a hero, but I think I pitch much as I can.
I'm sorry?
I pitch much as I can,
In another pivotal move, Red Sox manager Terry Francona opted not to pinch run for David Ortiz after he singled with the score tied in the 8th. Sometimes the best moves are the ones you don't make. In Boston, George Smith, ESPN.